This is our last bit of news.
Go on.
We got our first look at Krypto the Super Dog.
That's right, we
ripped
did.
straight from the comics.
That's right.
James,
What do you mean ripped straight from the comics?
They stole this idea
What?
from a comic book.
You common thief, James Gunn.
I agree.
How dare you? But isn't there the controversy or controversy, depending on where you're from, is that this is not what you would think of perhaps when you think of Krypto.
Krypto the Super
Because
Dog.
Krypto is often like a Labrador.
Not exclusively, but
Not exclusive, well, that's what I'm saying. James, we'll get to that.
Well, this is the initial. Oh, first of all, I love the image. I love it.
They're on the moon.
Yep. Krypto arrives on screens in Superman this summer. This is by James Gunn. Krypto was inspired by our dog Uzo, who we adopted shortly after I started writing Superman. Uzo came from a hoarding situation in a backyard with 60 other dogs and never knew human beings.
James Gunn, what did you do with the other 59 dogs?
Says he killed them all.
Oh, no, but that's classic James Gunn.
I agree.
Zack Snyder would have killed all those dogs.
No, we'd have killed more. The dog was problematic to say the least.
Oh, wow.
Racist.
Yeah.
He immediately came and destroyed our home, our shoes, our furniture. He even ate my laptop. It took a long time.
That explains some of your bloody scripts for bloody Peacemaker.
Got it!
No, actually,
That's a great show.
Thank you.
It took a long time before he would even let us touch him. I remember thinking, gosh, how difficult would life be if Uzo had superpowers? And thus, Krypto came into the script and changed the shape of the story as Uzo was changing our life. What better time to debut the not-so-good boy Krypto than Adopt Shelter Dog Month? Speaking of bloody dogs.
Oh, is it? Ollie's here.
By the way, it's Uzu today. Is fairly often a very good boy.
I was going to say, Uzo's that horrible liqueur.
Drink, yeah.
Has he cast Uzu as the dog, or is it a different
I
dog?
hope it's a real dog and not a like a CGI dog, which it will be for some of it. But someone asked me about, isn't this not what Krypto looks like? And he said, no, Krypto is historically a generic white dog, sometimes also a lab, white shepherd, husky, or Dalmatian. But obviously he's an alien, so it wouldn't necessarily be exactly any one of those things.
Well, I was going to say, and I agree. He also posted a picture, because a lot of people were like, brah. He did post a picture, I think, on his Instagram stories of a particular Krypto.
Yeah.
So in the mid 80s when they rebooted Superman, they changed a bunch of stuff, and one of the things was he's the only Kryptonian left. There's no other Kryptonian anything. And so they did introduce new versions of characters. So they did introduce a new Supergirl, but she wasn't from Krypton. She was a weird shape.
She was a goo woman.
She was a goo woman who could change shape, and she changed into the shape of Supergirl.
She was a goo woman.
But there was a Krypto.
Yes.
And he was a non-powered dog. There's a guy called Bibbo.
Yeah.
Who's like a good-natured oaf in that. I don't know if he's still in continuity, but he adopts a dog he calls Krypto. He's going to call it Krypton, but there wasn't enough space on the little name badge, so he gets called Krypto. And occasionally he's got the cape or whatever, but he's just a regular dog. But he looks like this Krypto.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
There's
precedent.
There's precedent. There is legal precedent.
Thank God.
So this is allowed to happen. I allow it to happen.
Yeah. I've heard some people complain that there seems to be a lot going on in this Superman movie. They pack in this too full of comic book lore and characters. But the thing is...
If they didn't, they'd be like, where's the lore and characters?
Well, that and movies, just movies in general, have a lot of people and sometimes dogs in them.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
so I think it's okay that... Yeah, there's a dog in this, and it just happens to be Krypto.
Also, James Gunn said he's going to kill the dog early on.
Good.
First act, he's going to kill the dog.
His dog at home, like the others that he killed.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So I honestly don't have a problem with this. I think it'd be fun to have a cheeky Krypto kind of
Me too.
cameo or appearance or whatever.
And speaking of cheeky Krypto, here comes our ad segment.
That's right. Do you have money that you want to give us? Because we've got just the thing.
We've got a coin.
Yep.
It's got our faces on it.
It's not real.
It's not real.
But you can own it.
Yeah, we made it in MS Paint.
That's right.
We'll send it to you, but not a real one.
No.
Yeah.
Digital currency is the new media.
That's right. And you're giving it to us.
You got to get ahead of it.
You'll be part of the family.
Then you'll know what we know.
That's right.
That life comes at you.
We'll send you a weekly newsletter once.
That's right.
And then we won't send you any more because we don't care because we have your money.
That's right.
Send us real money. We'll give you a
coin.
We
want real money.
We'll give us real money. And we will send you a coin, but not really. But you'll have it, and you can join the community.
You can sell it. We don't care.
Yeah, good luck.
Don't give it back to us.
We don't want it.
We don't want it.
We'll block you. We'll block your emails.
We'll blockchain you. And that's a guarantee.
Yeah. Not actually on the blockchain.
Mason.
Yep.
I am...
Go on.
Very excited for a Superman movie.
Me too.
I am. There's a moment And I think I talked about this to some people I met at one of the live shows that I did. They're like, what are you looking forward to? And I'm like, Superman. I remember I saw some leaked footage or some set footage where Superman and a bunch of other superheroes land.
Oh, yes.
And it's like...
Mr. Terrific's on his little jet
Yeah,
device.
and whatever. And there's like Guy Gardner.
Not whatever.
No, whatever.
Wow.
No, there's like Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl or whatever. And there's like a bunch of kids around and they all kind of just walk past. And all these kids like run up to Superman. He like picks them up and he's like...
He eats them?
Yeah.
No.
But just that idea that he's just like universally loved and takes the time to be kind.
Yeah.
And the way that
Like
people...
Zack Snyder
Like
does.
Zack Snyder. And I just saw that and went, I don't know, I think this is on the right track. I don't know. That's just like a very short clip.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of this Superman, like this impossible person.
Yeah.
Like existing.
Yes.
You know? Mm-hmm. I don't know whether he's going to nail it. I feel good about it though.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
As long as he eats enough kids, I reckon.
Yeah, you got to power your Kryptonian heart.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's law and canon.
That's so true, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. Should we move it along?
Let's
then?
move it along.
Now I put it out there in the Planet Broadcasting Great Mates group. People got any questions? This is from Julia B, who's a top contributor.
Thank you, Julia.
Love that.
Got that badge.
Yeah.
No one can take that away from you except maybe us.
Yeah.
With admin privileges, we could just take that away.
I don't even know, man. How does Facebook even work?
I don't know.
I'll have to watch.
I'd probably
the social
delete
network.
myself in real life if I tried to do that.
Might be right. She said, what happens if James Gunn's Superman isn't good or doesn't do well?
I'll
Will
cry.
Will Warner Brothers just give up? Do they even have the veto powers at this point, or does Gunn have the power to keep it going regardless of performance? I know he's locked in for years, but
Yeah.
if it sinks like a stone, like
There'll
Joker
be a
2,
reevaluation.
something
yeah.
will happen.
There's got to be like...
They'll probably
Yeah.
give him another chance and then get rid of him.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
it would be another chance with a bunch of conditions and what do you think?
I think you're right. I think, I mean, if it's a moderate hit, like if it does, if it hits as well as like the Suicide Squad,
I think a moderate hit would be fine.
Yeah, I think they'll be like, I think he's in the position he's in because he's had some decent hits at Marvel and DC, and he's probably like, you got to trust me for X amount of time.
Yeah.
And I can turn this ship around, as it were.
Yeah.
And I think, if Superman does even, as well as the Suicide Squad or Guardians 3 or what have you.
Do you mean like because the Suicide Squad did really badly?
Oh, then Guardians 3.
Yeah. Yes, I don't think Warner Brothers should be expecting $1 billion movie. It would be good if it was, but this is the start of something,
Yeah.
and I think they should be like, you'd be happy with a $400 or $500 million performance from this. I think that's what you should, and then you build from there. You look at the way Iron Man started. You look at the way the new G.I. Joe movies, etc. The first Transformers movie, the one in 2007, didn't make $1 billion.
Yeah, it should have.
Yeah, I guess because it's the only one that's good. But Bumblebee, etc.
Yeah.
But I hope they're not thinking this better make $1 billion because I think there's a very good chance that it just won't.
So true.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know anything.
That's true.
But I do know this.
Go on.
Got a couple of animated things to talk about, including Creature Commandos, another
that's
trailer
right.
for that.
Mm-hmm.
They can't use Suicide Squad anymore for whatever reason, so Amanda Waller's like, I'm assembling a team of the worst people, but they're not people.
Oh,
they're
I thought you meant
Frankensteins.
Warner Brothers can't use Suicide Squad.
Nah.
But and I've always been amazed that they released anything with suicide in the title. Honestly.
I know, right?
It's always been very surprising to me.
It's true.
But the government, the lousy government in the narrative, the lousy government won't let them use convicted criminals as
Ridiculous.
cannon fodder with bombs in their heads anymore.
Yeah.
So they're going to use people who aren't human anymore or were never human to begin with.
Do you think they're retconning Weasel killing all those children?
No, because it does look in the trailer like he's in the midst of killing some children.
Yeah, but do you reckon it might be another...
a fake out. Maybe
Yeah.
somebody else did it. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You probably don't want to...
It's Sean Gunn, you know?
Yeah.
And maybe James Gunn doesn't want people to think that Sean Gunn's killing children.
He's got that look, though, doesn't he?
And he did it.
That's right.
Also, I need you to bear in mind, this is the start of the DCU, officially.
Yeah, maybe you don't want to have murdered kids in that.
No, I think it might. I'm just saying it's interesting that this is actually going to be the first thing.
Yeah.
And it's out December 5th. It's not that far away.
So true.
Also, you'll notice that one of the villains they go up against seems to be Clayface.
It is, yeah.
Or a Clayface.
But it looks
the
a lot like
Clayface.
It looks a lot like Clayface. He's just a smudgy clay guy. But
He's a smudgy
he
guy.
does look quite similar to like a lot of the animated versions.
Yeah.
So
That's also what you look like.
I know.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know. It looks violent and could be pretty funny. I think James Gunn wrote all of these episodes. That's my understanding. Feels like this really came up quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, unlike Invincible, which is taking forever.
Oh, damn.
Don't you have $1 billion?
Maybe we could
Amazon.
James, maybe we could use this time to say positive things about Creature Commanders and not negative things about Invincible Season 3.
Why can't I just be negative?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah. Okay, let's say something else positive. Voice cast is great.
Yeah.
I like seeing Dr. Phosphorus running about. I think that's a fun inclusion.
Oh, yes.
A lunatic who's...
See, I would have said that. I mean, he started out human, so I don't know.
That's a real Dr. Manhattan kind of like origin-y kind of thing.
Yeah, it was,
wasn't
wasn't
it?
Yeah.
Twist on it. Yeah.
We get both Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein.
Yes.
We got this Mer lady, and we get GI Robot. So it's a bunch of fun.
Yeah, who voices GI Robot? David Harbour's Frankenstein, isn't he?
Yes.
Frank Grillo's, of course, Rick Flag Sr.
Mm-hmm.
Alan Tudyk is Dr. Phosphorus.
Maybe it's the real GI Robot.
Steve Agee is John Economos. He's coming back. That's fun.
Yeah.
I like that, Mason.
And he's on crutches because didn't he have a real tough time of it at the end of Peacemaker Season 1?
Oh, Sean Gunn is voicing GI Robot as well.
Oh,
that seems like nepotism. That's what that seems like to me. And
but also kind of a challenge, especially if we're in the same room at the same time.
That's true.
How's he going to do that? Is he going to bounce between two microphones?
I mean, couldn't they use the same microphone and then like edit it? I've lost you, haven't I?
Yeah. Get out of here.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say anything. Actually,
well, see that it never happens again.
No problem. Let's do this then.